When people hear South Africa, many don't associate that term as a country, but more of a region. The tiny little country that actually is South Africa is most often forgotten. Today we are going to take you on an inspirational tour that will prove all of these assumptions wrong. South Africa is located on the southern tip of the African continent. Its coastline is over 2,500 kilometers long and stretches from the Atlantic coast all the way up to the Indian Ocean. This medium-sized country is about 1/8 the size of the U.S. South Africa's narrow coastal sector contains 9 provinces that are enclosed from the high inland plateau by mountainous terrain. Due to the geography of the country, the population has had to adapt to many different lifestyles. There are traditional farmers in the countryside, progressive farmers and laborers within towns, and a variety of other jobs available in cities. Conventionally, the profession of a citizen was in close relation to their ethnic and social class. Many South Africans were farmers, but over time they advanced and many new professions were able to emerge. Jobs and technology may have been improving, but the culture and tradition have never changed. South Africa has been called the Rainbow Nation because of its distinguished cultural diversity. Although there are so many ethnic groups, the law is actually able to officially divide the population into 4 racial categories: Black African, White, Indian, and Coloreds. Out of those 4, the Black African group is most notable for numerous subgroups such as Zulu and Xhosa, and the white population is mainly of Afrikaans descent. Religion is a key aspect for these highly traditional South African groups. According to a recent census, about 80% of Black Africans and 80% of whites are Christian. Over half the Indian population is Hindu, and all the rest of the population falls into other categories such as Muslim or Jewish. There are 11 official languages in South Africa, the top 2 being English and Afrikaans. These languages are spoken by a plethora of ethnic groups that add to the country's magnificent uniqueness. To add even more to the distinct amount of ethnic variety in the country, the South African government is a multi-party with 13 parties represented in parliament. The government is a type of parliamentary democracy consisting of 2 houses and 3 branches, very similar to the U.S. All citizens over the age of 18 are able to vote. The most recent election inducted President Jacob Zuma as the executive head power. The government allows many of the same freedoms as we have. As previously stated, this country is tremendously traditional, and this does not exclude attire. It is not strange to see women dressed in tribal costumes and gowns on the street. Clothing is assumed to be colorful and artistic, therefore much of it is homemade by adding beading or making accessories from copper and grasses. Another popular choice of attire is doopsies. Doopsies are classic South African dresses and headpieces made particularly for women, but sometimes men. Some people prefer to dress more moderately, such as jeans and their favorite jersey, to public events such as sporting games, most favorably football games. Football, the most popular sport throughout the country, would be the American equivalent to soccer. The South African Football Association sponsors this program and spends a lot of time and money to maintain the team and its facilities. Pisto Mosimane, the head coach, has given proof that a small country can truly redeem itself after being out of the game for so long. After years of being banned from FIFA because of the apartheid system, a program developed after World War II that was a system of racial segregation enforced by the government, South African football was put back on the map by becoming the first African nation to host the 19th FIFA World Cup in 2010. The 2 national teams, known as Bafana Bafana, the boys, and Banyana Banyana, the girls, are huge boosts of unity that this country needs. Since winning the 1996 African Nationals Cup, football has been a non-stop attraction that brings everyone together. This very interesting yet delicious food of South Africa is also an attraction for many. South Africa is most famous for their biltong. Biltong is dried meat that is served in long strips but comes in many different flavors. Tojeko is also very popular. Traditionally cooked over a fire, it is a delicious meat and vegetable soup that comes in multiple varieties. Another delicious dish of South Africa is boerewors, a spicy sausage that is cooked on the braai that is comparable to barbecue in America. So for all those Americans who love to grill, this is a meal that can't be missed. Beyond the dinner, South Africa is very famous for its wine. Made from the perfectly irrigated grapes from the Western Cape area, Pinotage and Hainport wine are the 2 most well-known and delicious wines made in South Africa. Both are extremely well-liked by all. A glass of wine served with a delicious dinner is perfect for relaxing and enjoying a beautiful visit of this country.
The different attractions and entertainment possibilities of South Africa are endless. One of the greatest entertainment attractions of South Africa is Gold Reef City Theme Park that is located in central Johannesburg. The theme park is filled with thrilling rides and is built around an authentic gold mine from the 19th century, creating a perfect blend of historical attractions and fun. The park provides underground tours of the mine that is a huge attraction for the older generations, while also including 30 different rides for the younger generations. Come visit this part of South Africa to experience some of the most thrilling rides in the country and to learn the fascinating history behind this authentic gold mine. For those people who are more interested in the learning than in the crazy rides, there are hundreds more educational and still very exciting parks in South Africa. Different national parks and other historical places are always big hits. Perry's Bridge Reptile Park has been a huge entertainment attraction for thousands of tourists. It's located in Hazyview and is known for its very educational but fun activities. These activities include seeing some of the biggest and most dangerous snakes up close and personal, and even being able to take a picture holding the giant creatures. Not only are there 42 different types of snakes, but also that includes pythons and anacondas. The park also has other exhibits of other cold-blooded animals like frogs, lizards, and turtles, and even some that are only found in South Africa. This park, along with many different educational and interesting parks of South Africa, is a great entertainment attraction. Another one of the biggest entertainment attractions of South Africa is the heart and soul of South African dance. Many tourists love visiting South Africa to see traditional South African dances. Different dances that are indigenous to South Africa are Zulu dancing, Xhosa dance, gumboot dance, and the traditional South African dance. These four are very unique yet similar because of the South African culture. They all include the intriguing clothing, drums, and catchy beats, but are still very different from one another. This video is of Xhosa dance. It captures the culture, talent, energy, and uniqueness that defines South African dance. The Xhosa dance is just one of all of these different entertainment possibilities of South Africa. Outside of just the entertainment world, South Africa consists of hundreds of different tourist attractions. Cape Town is an absolute must-see of South Africa. Its beautiful beaches on the coastline are sometimes known as the finest cape in the world. Beyond the beautiful beach lies the breathtaking view of the mountains, located so close to the coastline that it virtually creates two different climates in the same city. Its fascinating weather differences can't be missed. It also consists of great shopping at the waterfront, delicious restaurants, and some of the best hotels with the most beautiful views in the world. All these attractions help make Cape Town one of the most popularly visited cities in the world. Another huge attraction that's just as fascinating is the Kalahari Lands of the Northern Cape. The natural landscape of South Africa makes it one of the most breathtaking and beautiful places in the world. The nature can be seen as a getaway or a step back from the typical busy tourist attractions. It's defined by its open lands of desert, beautiful skies, animals and flowers, but still provides many visiting opportunities. There are many different ways to experience the diverse scenery, so there will be an option that fits everyone best. Agrabah's National Park provides an easier hiking trail that is famous for its bird watching. The Kalahari Lands are best for those more chill tourists interested in seeing the diverse birds of this area and taking an easy hike through the lands to see the nature and other animals. The Northern Cape of South Africa is a major attraction because of its undisturbed nature and amazing scenery. It's the perfect place for those tourists trying to get away and relax while experiencing the beautiful nature of South Africa. There are so many amazing places, people, and other aspects within the country that South Africa has to offer. The welcoming atmosphere, cultural diversity, and national unity are truly remarkable. South Africa is a place that should be on everyone's bucket list to experience a unique and unforgettable feeling you won't regret. Get there soon and live up the heavenliness for as long as you can.